Hello everyone, I'm Jessica Daniela Cutia Peña. This is my oral defense video of my research board poster, which is called Autonomous Learning Strategies to Enhance Vocabulary Acquisition in a Virtual English Language Learning. Abstract. This study investigates how autonomous learning strategies can support vocabulary acquisition in virtual English courses with limited direct teacher-student interaction online. Promoting independent learning has become essential. I use different techniques such as music integration, self-directed online activities, and collaborative learning, where I applied to enhance students' engagements and vocabulary retention. Findings indicate that these strategies not only improve vocabulary knowledge, but also foster motivation, confidence, and active participation. Now, introduction. Online education presents unique challenges, especially for language learners who benefit from interactive face-to-face environments. But in a virtual setting, students must rely on self-regulation and discipline because they need to engage fully with a new vocabulary. So this story aims to explore the effectiveness of autonomous learning strategies to help the students to acquire vocabulary independently. Based on many theories of Duque, Mican, and Cuesta Medina, and Lemos Rosso, fostering self-assessment and autonomous learning can lead to significant gains in language acquisition and learning confidence. Now about materials and methods. First of all, the participants of this study, which took place in an online English course for the third semester of English students, with 7 women of various age and backgrounds. It was conducted through Microsoft Teams, and the course provided an structured, which was a flexible environment that allowed students to interact with online materials and activities on their own pace. The phases. The phases that I used to do this research were 4 phases. The first one was planning. When I designed planning, I wanted that the relevant vocabulary themes were selected based on the course curriculum and the students' interest. The online activities were designed to encourage self-directed learning, including analyzing some lyrics for vocabulary, using interactive tools, and engaging with resources like YouTube, like Genially, like Canva, and other ones. And I also encourage them to use some vocabulary apps. The second step was implementation. Students were introduced to the concept of self-directed learning and its benefits for vocabulary acquisition in an online setting. Some strategies that I included was the weekly vocabulary challenges, some analysis. We always used to hear some before the classes start, and we talk about the new words that they learned. We also they also complete a self-assessment survey to set personal goals and track their progress, and they usually tend to talk to me about their progress. The next one was evaluation. I collected data through surveys, students' reflections, and analysis of the completed vocabulary text. This data provide me insight into students' progress, the effectiveness of the self-directed strategies, and the areas where I, as a teacher in training, could improve, and where they, as students, could improve. And the last phase was in reflection. I did this reflection based on the evaluation, the strategies that I use, and how these strategies could be adjusted to better meet students' needs and to enhance their autonomy and vocabulary retention. Okay, now we are going to talk about the results. The studies had shown a positive impact on the students' engagement and vocabulary acquisition. They report to increase their confidence in using new vocabulary and greater motivation to learn independently because they feel like they could be comfortable when they use this new vocabulary in their speaking activities. I use music integration, as I told you before. A weekly song analyze encourages students to listen actively. Every Monday they choose a song and they send me the song that they were listening, and they heard that song during the whole week, so they could learn new vocabulary, pronunciation, and listening. Self-directed activities, well, they work in online resources and apps for vocabulary practice. They're fostering for independence. These activities help them to build disciplines and habitat of study. The last result that I found, it was about collaborative learning, because they work together. They in the classes, and they also share the vocabulary that they were learning with their peers and support each other's learning. So this peers interaction reinforce vocabulary understanding and provide a sense of community despite the online format, because as you could remember, we were via Microsoft Teams. Okay, number 4, which is discussion. The finding supports the effectiveness of autonomous learning strategies for vocabulary acquisition in virtual settings. The self-directed approach allowed my students to take ownership of their learning process. This was according to Duque Mican y Cuesta Medina and Lemos Rosso, who emphasize of the benefits of self-assessment in vocabulary development. In the other hand, Lemos Rosso says that advocates for fostering complex thinking and independent learning in virtual environments could be good for students. Also, we learned during our research that these insights suggest that online learnings can benefit from strategies that promote autonomy, as they encourage confidence, engagements, and language vocabulary retention. Now, step number 5, which is acknowledgement. I would like to thank my practicum supervisor and the students of the English third course, because they participate in an active way, and my tutor for the feedback through this research. And step number 6, which are the reference that I use during this research and during this course, which were Duque Mican and Cuesta Medina, with their document called Boosting Vocabulary Learning Through Self-Assessment in an English Language Teaching Context, Assessment and Evaluation in Higher Education, and Lemus Rosso from 2022, Pensamiento Complejo y Actividades de Aprendizaje en Contextos Educativos Virtuales de la UNAT. So thank you very much for watching my video.